Greetings, mortals of this realm. My name is Gideon, and we are back for another Terraria stream. But there's a little caveat. We got weather in real life out behind me, so this stream could end at any moment. We've already had hail here, so who knows? We might get something terrible, we might not. But without further ado, let's pull up Terraria, shall we? Alrighty. So, yeah. Let's see how things work out. So, first things first, I had turned this place into, like, full lockdown mode. Because I was checking some things to help me make a reference sheet for myself. Yes, Drake, I will. The aim is to stay safe. But yeah, I made a reference sheet for myself for progression, but I'm going to need to pull up the Terraria wiki because the first thing we are going to be doing is we're going to be finishing up the parts for the TerraSpark boots. Obviously, I've been getting some of the things along the way. I've already got lightning boots. I need to find... I think I can craft actually a lot of the stuff according to some of these mods that I've got. So we will begin with that. Let's check the accessories. Okay, I thought I had gotten ice skates somewhere, but perhaps I was wrong about that. I do think that's something I can craft, though, according to some of my mods again. Yes, okay. 5 leather and any iron bars, or I can craft it from the crates. Okay. And leather is made from rotten chunks, so I can just go ahead and craft that, then go over to pre-hard mode anvil. What is this? Oh, stealth accessory. Yeah, I think Calamity is the mod that adds this. Yeah, Calamity adds ice skates, which can be used to make the Frost Spark boots. So let's go ahead and grab that. Then, in order to make the TerraSpark boots, I need lava waders as well, which have about 1 million different recipes. So, in order to make it, I'm going to need an obsidian skull. That's for certain. I can just get the basic components and then combine them in some order. I'm going to make sure that these things can't be crafted, though. Clear that. So the obsidian rose, it actually can be crafted. Ooh, not crazy crafting recipe either. If I have a jungle rose anywhere, but I think I can just buy it. Let's go to the Dryad and buy it. Shop. Buying it must... Nope, there it is. Alright. So let's go back to main base. Yeah, Drake, ice skates are required in vanilla, but Calamity adds a recipe for them so that you don't need to find them. So that's what I was taking advantage of there. So now let us craft where... There it is, the obsidian rose. The next step is to get a lava charm. Or the next step I'm going to take is to get a lava charm, which normally is gotten from golden chests, by shimmering magma stone or from obsidian crates. But we would be... Yes, okay, you can craft it. Okay, that's not a horrible crafting recipe either. So let's go... Do we have any extra buckets? I say this like it's Minecraft where you expect to have extra buckets. Though I guess some people keep extra buckets in Terraria too. That does only make sense. Alright. Then we teleport back up to spawn. Right, I've got this place on lockdown. Alright, so then if we go in here, we should be able to craft the lava charm. And then finally, water walking boots. This is the one I'm skeptical that Calamity might not have given us. Oh. Yes, they do exist. 5 potions of water walking. I think I have that. Yeah. And I don't need that anymore. Alright, so let's pull out 5 more leather pieces. However you say that. Where's the leather? There it is. There it is. And then the water walking boots are there. And then with that, I can craft the lava waders. No, obsidian water walking boots. That's what I'm trying to say. And from those, I can craft... And with those, I can craft the lava waders. Yep. And then combine those with my frost spark boots to get terra spark boots. Boom. And then, of course, Calamity adds angel treads later, which are an extension of wings. Alright. So now, since it is a blood moon, I'm going to take this opportunity to go kill a bunch of people. Sorry, eyes and whatnot. Zombies. That's what I meant. Now, it's a good thing I already have my old one's army arena, because I also built that to be at least half decent at dealing with events. It limits the number of places that they can come from, so... I'll use the Knight's Ray, because I do need to level it up a little bit. And it's better for this sort of shenanigans anyways. Andrew, E with no sound. Oh, you're listening without sound? Or watching without sound? Understood. I'm doing good, besides the weather. How are you doing, Drake? Let me turn this off. This is just getting in my way more than it's getting in theirs. Ooh, room. Your drops will sell. Dealing with the blood moon was not on my itinerary for today, so this is definitely something. You are well a bit bored though. That happens sometimes. I'm happy to get these blood orbs though. They're used for things other than potions, eventually, right? Not that I'm salty about them being used for potions. Yeah, they're using like blood oranges and whatnot. Okay. There's things you can use them for, that's what I was concerned with. And also, I'm getting some drops that I can sell, so I'm not gonna complain here. Better than being stressed? Yeah, it is. Tends to be. What level's the Knight's Raid at? 6? Okay. If I had known that my levels from the Vilethorn would carry over, I probably would have crafted the Knight's Ray first, because I'm going to have it for longer. Like, I'm going to carry over more of its levels. Is this shooting 2 projectiles yet? It might be. I do like that I have lifesteal on my magic attacks every now and then, thanks to, what is it? Yeah, the mana polarizer. Man, that blood crawler was quick. I think we'll get to the boss today. Most likely. The other things that I've got planned are a rudimentary, arena for the Wall of Flesh, and then I also want to get, before that I want to get, what's it called? I read somewhere that the ice lab for the Dryden tech supposedly gives you, Arctic fishing gear, and I figured that's better than trying to craft it. And plus, I typically neglect the Dryden stuff, so I might as well get some today, or this time. See if it's got any magic stuff up to the point that I can get it to. So yeah, after this blood moon, I'm gonna get right on those fishing. There we go. They're not fishing, swimming gear. Obviously, I'm gonna sell things first, but you know how it is. Let me put the hat in there. Yeah, I didn't mean fishing. Fishing was not what I meant to say. I will not subject you guys to watching me fish in Terraria. Not this stream, at least. I specifically installed a mod to make me fish as little as possible. Let's see. Do I have the Dryden tech down here still? Yeah. Alright, let me real quick build an area for the Dryden tech stuff. It won't take long. It'll literally be right in this gap here. Terrain, grab my stone slab walls and stone slabs. I'll make like 10 stone platforms. Yeah. How much 7 and then 8. Okay. I know what I need to do then. Bam. Easy. Actually, I did see something that I need to address. I did not know that there was a... there's supposed to be a static gel pickaxe or something like that. Gel pick. Oh, I don't have enough that. That's fine. I don't think I need it. Don't worry, I'm not building another elevator. Building a spot for my code breaker and probably some other stuff eventually. That's as low as I'll go. Elevator 2, let's go. Yeah, no. Not this time around. If I started Elevator 2, then we would not be getting to the Eater of Worlds. Not Eater of Worlds, we've already killed him. We would not be getting to the Wall of Flesh anytime this stream. As hype as the second elevator would be. Listen, bro, I don't want that done. I just want the... It's so crazy that this is my basement, but I can still get windows here. That's Terraria logic for you. I'm just gonna go easy for this, simple and easy for this area though. Just give it straight stone slab walls. There we go. You need to go back here. Let me grab... Yes, I do have a code breaker base. No decryption computer installed. Right. Just loot all that. What do I need to make a decryption computer? Decrypt. I need the schematic from the sunken sea. Right, I don't have that yet. So I'm just going to take the security chest here, put it there, place a cell factory here. Why aren't you activated, this factory? And I think we're back. Hello, hello, people. Are we there? I hope we are, because I just got back from no internet. I don't have everything pulled back up quite yet. As you can see, you can't see me. So, let's launch the thing that pops me up here. Let me pull up my chat. Da 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 da. Are we back? Let's go ahead and pull up Terraria. You take off your shades. Alright. Let's pull this up. And then you go here. Shove Discord over here. Do that-ish. Alrighty. Yes, okay, so OBS is proper. YouTube looks like it sees me. Twitch is giving me nothing over here, but okay. Do I have anyone watching on the Twitch end to tell me if we've got connection? Looks like I've got one viewer, if you don't mind popping in chat. Or unless, if you can hear me. Oh. Okay, we reverted a weird amount of distance back. That's okay. Strange. I'm just gonna sleep the rest of the night. Let me summon my guys so I can. Alright, we'll see what did and didn't get done. When we get done with this. No, let's just go inside. Okay, so I do need to place down the code breaker at some point, but let's just not worry about that right now. Let's just go do the fun thing. So I want to make my arena in the Azifer, or however you say that, area, since you need it for another fight, I believe. Yeah, it's for the Brimstone Elemental. You need it. So, might as well go ahead and work on the ideas of dungeon, or not a dungeon, a place there. I guess I could have sold some of that junk. No, you know what? I'm popping back up. I can teleport back down if I want to get there quickly. Ooh, actually got some stuff that was worth something. Notably, that. I mean, can I do anything with the money draw? No. Hopefully the power stays on. Yes, hopefully it does. It would be very unfortunate if it didn't. Alright, and then let's just teleport down here. So the blood moon did end. That's good to know. Alright. So I wanted to get the Terra Spark boots, which we did keep, by the way. Because a key part of the Wall of Flesh fight is mobility, as you probably know. And if you can't move around properly, then you can't really do things properly. Was any progress lost due to the outage? Pretty much just the digging I did for the code breaker. There's probably some with the blood moon that we lost, but thankfully we hadn't done much. We didn't really gain anything other than the Terra Spark boots, and that was kept. And even then, we could have just gone and did the things again, so. Alright. Let's continue. Okay, see, this is a good reason to investigate the underworld before I do too much expectations of fighting the boss, because I wouldn't have been able to get through that. And, like, if I had fought him and he ended up going this way, I wouldn't have been able to get through that. Yeah, I know that it's not guaranteed I would have went through there, but, eh. Let's see. Probably 2 of these I can get through. When you fight the wall, you make a big bridge. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm probably... If I decide to take the time to do it, I will. I may not, though. Just because of how much clearing that actually does require. You always need to be careful when dealing with those, voodoo demons. They can surprise you. I think Azur's supposed to be over here, isn't it? I'm gonna say it differently every time, by the way. But I think, yeah, it's over here. This terrain is a lot flatter, which is why I think that if I spawn the Wall of Flesh on this end, I might actually be able to do it with little to no preparation. Because normally, I don't end up with the patience to build the big bridge, even if I know that is the best thing to do. So... Ashen chest. It must be this way. I passed the ashen chest. It looks like. Oh, that's my minion. Alright, so probably about here's where I would spawn it, but I'm gonna go back for that ashen chest, because I didn't actually see it. When it comes to Calamity, you always forget about the crags and other new areas stand out in your mind a lot more. Yeah, well, I remember this place because, I usually go through fighting all the bosses, and one of the bosses, the Brimstone Elemental, has to be fought here. It cannot be fought anywhere else. Oh, that lava still hurts even if you have obsidian skin. Okay, I guess the ashen chest isn't just lying around somewhere, is it? probably under there, isn't it? Yeah. I remember it because it's actually one of my more favorite things that Calamity adds. I don't like the sulfurous sea. I spend very little time in it, as you've seen. Like, I've probably neglected the slime rain. Or not the slime rain, the sulfur rain. Acid rain. That's what I meant to say. Alright. So I guess I'm about to go start fighting the wall of flesh. Actually, wait. Don't I have access to semi-stations now? Yes, I do. Alright, I'm gonna put... Where do I start it? I guess I'll go just to start... Oh. Well. And that, kids, is what happens when you don't pay attention. But yeah. So... Can you just use some stations on that? Where's the substation go? No. Okay, that's for the Omni station. Oop. The sulfur's free. Has great music though, probably your favorite Calamity biome theme. And see, I don't know it as well because I stay away from there like it's the plague. Yeah, let's just go. For a second there, I considered going back and making minecart rails to get over to this area, but then I was like, no. That's too much work. Ooh, but one thing I do need to go back for is some purification powder, so that I can come back and find the tortured soul. Acid rain is tedious though, from what you've heard. I think for me, it just turns out to be more annoying because it's always like, acid rain, acid rain, acid rain, and it's like, bro, what's the point? I think there's some bosses there, but I don't know. I mostly ignore it. It's like the Dryden tech. I don't think you're losing too much. I don't lose too much from not doing it. I do all the Dryden tech at the end, actually, when I need to fight the Exomex. Mostly just because I don't feel like it's telegraphed well enough. Like, I feel like the reason I end up ignoring it is because it's not clear, very clear that you need to go do it. It's not required for progression like the other things are. Aquatic Scourge and Old Duke are Sulphurous Sea bosses. Yeah, and I go there for them, and then basically just don't afterwards. Which kind of sounds bad if you think about it, but... Then there are the 3 Acid Rain mini-bosses. Yeah, and the thing is, if a mini-boss isn't on boss log, which for some reason it's not showing me my events. Oh. Okay. That's how it's gonna be, huh? For some reason it's not showing events this playthrough. It usually does show events. Whatever. Hold on. There we go. Now it's showing me events. Yeah, I'm gonna right click that to automatically, or to somewhat check it off. Let me unhide that. Check it off to mark, since its equivalent has been done. Okay. I'm not even certain they give you trophies, do they? What's that from? Acid. 70 magic damage, extremely slow speed. Huh. Maybe the bosses just aren't showing up there. Oh, okay. They do. Now, I will say, if you get a mod like Constellaria to go with it, Constellaria doesn't seem to want to give me my trophies for beating its bosses, but I think that's related to, the fact that technically, as far as vanilla is concerned, I'm in expert mode, not master mode. Even though vanilla and Calamity bosses recognize that I'm in higher than expert mode. Oh yeah, give me my little dudes. Oh, they're 10% drop as well, okay. Yeah. It's actually surprising that I've gotten them so consistently. Because I've... Relics... Oh, you're saying... Sorry, I was getting the two confused. Yeah, I get why you wouldn't like the relics. I have a resource pack that makes the vanilla ones, like, honestly pretty cool. Because it's based on their, like, the materials that they correspond to and whatnot. It's really just neat. Yeah, you mean the ones you hang on a wall. Yeah. Yeah, those are rare. Those are rare. I typically don't go after them, but that's more personal preference on how I spend my time than, like, do I think they're cool or not. Goodness, I'm gonna die here, aren't I, trying to place these semi-stations. I did not mean to throw that boom shuriken. I forgot I had boom shurikens on me. I did not mean to throw that one either. Again, I died. I probably look like an absolute potato. Why am I holding on to this? Why am I holding on to that? Get out of here. Your issues, the relics just look weird to you. A lot of the times, as the boss doesn't translate well to being a statue, whereas the trophies are part of the boss you just defeated, which is cool in your opinion. Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of the bosses I think do translate well, but that might just be a stylistic opinion. But I do also think that there is something that's kind of built into humanity that's like, oh, I killed this thing. Oh, I have its head. You know, that just is kind of cool. You know, it's technically only recently that I even started playing in expert mode. So, I went a lot of my playtime not knowing that lava slimes spawn lava. Which, like, if you kill it from a range, you think, oh, that's cool. But then you realize that lava breaks all your platforms, and then you're like, oh. So if you're using a pre-spawned arena that doesn't use obsidian platforms, which are resistant to that, you're not in a state that you're happy about. Alright, let me catch back up to where I was. I'm so surprised that the balloon is propelling me so far. Oop. There. That's what I wanted to do there. Let's take this off of my hotbar because that's just causing problems. Since these semi-stations replicate the effects of vanilla buff stations, I'm trying to place them along the length of where I plan on being for the fight. Oh yeah, I think the Calamity clone also has its fight in the Brimstone Crag, in addition to the Brimstone Elemental. The Calamitous clone. That's probably another reason why I remember it. Alright. Oh, clone can be fought anywhere? Okay, maybe I was wrong about that. Alright, time to throw the guide voodoo doll into the lava and begin fighting. You use the Knight's Ray at the start because it can pierce through the hungries and it'll reflect to all of them, or a lot of them. Now this is my first time fighting Wall of Flesh on whatever Calamity's first difficulty is. I don't remember right now. Why did I just think that the Wall of Flesh was canonically named Brian? Your advice, don't die. That's good advice. I will strive to live by it. Why does it look like that? I've got a... Um... Oh, I know why it looks so weird. I've got a texture pack on, but Calamity must be giving it purple for some reason. Also, I thought I'd have it dead by now. Hold on. What is up with this? Calamity must be giving it purple eyes, which is making it look very wonky. Just go ahead and die. I should have been using this from the start. What was I thinking? Okay. The sunken sea trembles, so that means the aquatic scourge, right? Wall of flesh relic? Okay, a star has fallen from the heavens. Ancient spirits of light and dark. World has been blessed with cobalt and palladium. And Bradley the guide has arrived. Also, I get the lore piece on the Wall of Flesh and the Underworld. Alright. So let us teleport back up home. Oh, it means giant. Oh, right. Yeah, he gets extra drops now, doesn't he? Alright. The Wall of Flesh has now been added to there. And then the lore chapter 1 section can be completed. Apparently I missed the lore drop for Deerclops and Slime God, so I might need to refight them. Oh, I got Sorcerer Emblem, Demon Heart, Pawn Hammer. Yeah, Pawn Hammer doesn't have as many. Oh, they drop Souls of Night. Yep. Alright, so let me pop back down there. Yeah, I think it has a boss bar, doesn't it? Alright, where's the Tormented Soul? That better not have been a Tormented Soul, they just burned in the lava. Or tortured. Is it tormented or tortured? It's tortured. Because there it is. And he proceeds to fall straight into the lava. Alright. So let's talk to Eugene over here. I think he gets... What does he get? I think he gets something, right? After... in hard mode? Okay, sharpening station in hard mode. Okay. I forgot what this did. Okay, but Sorcerer Emblem, I might... No, I can't do anything with that yet. So remind me what I do with this. I need the souls, and then for this... Oh, you just go straight into the Terror tier. Okay. So the True Midnight will probably get me after mech bosses. So it and Giant Sand Shark are mini-bosses, but you're unsure what makes an enemy a mini-boss. The Acid Rain mini-bosses are part of the event, so that makes sense, but those two aren't part of one if you recall. Yeah. I think technically Sand Shark's part of the Sandstorm event, if you want to be pedantic about that. But I don't know. Let's do that. Alright. I'm checking my reference sheet. Sorry. That's what I was doing. So let's put you in here. You in here. Trash you. Trash you. Bam, bam. I'll trash you for now. I might be able to do something with this. What is this? Oh, no, I don't care about that. Can I do anything that I want with this? No, okay. Not that I can see here, so let's do that. Bam. I'm gonna just temporarily equip this because why not? Alright, so the first... Oh, right. So first order of business is go talk to these two apparently because they got something. Oh, he'll sell dungeon bricks. Nice. Oh, that's probably what it is, since he's present. Oh, and then sells pre-hard mode ores now, right. Alright, let me go check with, well, everyone actually. Yeah, no, they don't got anything. Y'all do though, so you. Okay. Oh, this is where the Hallow ended up. That's certainly something. At least the Hallow isn't pushing them out. Actually, if I remember properly, there's some armor I can get from here. So obviously, the hard mode armor is yada yada yada. Okay, so I need adamantite and titanium for that. Okay, it's actually pretty useful that this is where we've got the Hallow, because I need crystal shards for, or not crystal shards, gelatin crystals for the Queen Slime. Though I guess that is technically, of course, only if the crystals spawn in hallowed deserts. Or if I have to get down to the bottom of... Oh, there's the crystals. Oh, Souls of Light. Crystal Shard. Is it used for anything I care about here? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Well, actually, let me see that. Oh, we can get adamantite and titanium staves? Okay, but they're not used as materials. I might as well go through with them, just to see. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's some things, I guess. Oh, you can craft raw discord with it. Okay, let me focus on finding the gelatin crystal. And getting a large number of these crystal shards, because I feel like I'm gonna regret not getting them. Oh. I'm being very careful because I am under the confusion effect. Or I was. That's a bass statue. Means I haven't looted this. I've already gotten that. That's what I meant to do. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, I should probably be looking for that palladium, shouldn't I? Is that palladium right there, though? What was ancient cloth used in anyways? Ancient garments, yeah. No, that's copper. Oh, the cobalt, palladium's over here, but there's the cobalt over here as well. Oh, there's a gelatin crystal right here, probably. No? Okay, hold on. Let me just look for the ore. Oh, the gelatin crystal must have spawned somewhere, because now I can't find anything but that on my thing. Like, it won't search for anything but the gelatin crystals. Since that's the rarest thing near me. Is that the gelatin crystal? Probably not. Yeah, no. I feel like the gelatin crystal looks mildly different visually. But that could also just have been my brain playing tricks on me every time I saw it. So I'm just gonna hit all of them. I wish I was immune to the confused effect. It does look different? Okay. Is that it down there? No. No, you're good. Is this it? No. See, I remember that's like rounder or something. I know it's purple. Probably should have seen what the traveling merchant had to sell. Oh, I've gotten far away from it enough that it's no longer telling me about it. So it's this way then. Is that it? Well, hey, at least we can look at it this way. I'm getting plenty of crystal shards. And souls of light. You're curious where the astral infection landed? Let's see. Does it tell me right now? No, I'm gonna have to go there to see that. Still infected with this stinking confusion. It feels like more often than not, my astral infection lands in my tundra. It just kind of ruins everything I had set up there. Is that it? I was so sure it was it. Let me break this blue one just in case. No. that it? Wait, hold on. No, it's not. It's not over here. There it is. There's the gelatin crystal. That is 100% it. There it is. Oh, finally. Alright. Let me grab that light shard. And go home. Just going home now. Alright. That was certainly something. Alright. You can craft them. Of course you can craft them. That's wonderful. Alright. Let's see. So Sky Fracture is used. Okay. Vivid Clarity. It's an exo weapon. Okay. Alright, but first this I need normal. Oh, I need a lot more of this if I want to do that. Alright. So let me shove all that in there. Put that. Let me see. Yeah, nothing I didn't already have a spot for. This. Oh, is this twisting nether? Okay. No magic weapons here. Okay. Other than Sky Fracture, which I need a magic missile to make. Okay. Forbidden fragments are gonna be fun to do. Alright. So let us go. So let's grab those. We're gonna sell some junk to Pork Sprocket over here. Then we're gonna go check on the other places, see where the astral infection landed, if it landed where I thought it did. Because I'm thinking, yeah, it landed over here. And a normal meteorite landed over here too, weirdly enough. Okay, that's what I thought. So let's head back there and pop over to the desert. Now the desert is a hallowed desert. No, it isn't. Part of it is a hallowed desert. The rest of the hallow is over here. And creeping into the jungle. Oh, I see how it is. It's very... Yeah, at least there's already a dungeon, or arena there. But this is my Hallow biome, effectively. Because it can't really properly convert the jungle, especially since I've turned off conversion. So yeah, I guess I'm bombing a hill to make a proper Hallow area. Though honestly, who cares about that? I'm just gonna see if I can fight Queen Slime like this after I kill the unicorn. Oh, I got 6 pixie dust. That's crazy. I mean, I've got part of the arena over here anyway, so let's place down a semi-station and summon the Queen Slime. Oh, hello, lady. What I'm hoping is that I can get some Crystal Assassin armor. I probably should have looked into getting Palladium or Cobalt gear before this. Oh, I left the Hallow, so she got angry, didn't she? Alright, I'm gonna go looking for Cobalt and Palladium. But I'm gonna look for it along my elevator, which means I'm gonna need some lever or some switches from you. And I'm gonna need to grab my wires. Where have them up? There they are. And some actuators. Alright. So here's what we're doing. We're just going straight down until we get Palladium detected nearby. Then we're going to go a little bit longer and we're going to actuate our walls, begin mining. Oh, bound wizard. By the way, in case y'all don't see him, the bound wizard's right there. I only just saw him when I moved where I was going. Ah. I faltered when it was time to catch that. Oh, I can just buy the magic missile. Okay, yeah, I'll buy that. Oh, and there's the ore I was looking for too, isn't it? Does the Queen Slime even have any worthwhile drops? Let me look them up and I'll tell you. I know one of them is the Crystal Assassin armor, which it's decent. It also has the Blade Staff, which is in pretty okay summon. But honestly, you might be better off just farming through the early hard mode or grind. I'm gonna opt for the Crystal Assassin armor because otherwise, well, I think that'll give me a better chance against the mech bosses than early hard mode or, since Calamity does change that progression. Let's see, how much to a bar? 3 to a bar, and then 10 to a helmet. Okay, I need a lot more. At this point, I might be going Cobalt for that. What deals more damage on the magic? So 44 for the Cobalt staff, 71 for the Palladium. Average speed, strong. Oh, hold on a second. I don't need any of that mess for that. I can make the Sky Fragment now. Oh, lag. Alright. Where's the Sky Fragment? Sky Fracture. Oh, I need a Mithril Anvil. Okay. So I do need to... Alright. Good to know, good to know. I'm gonna grab this just in case the truffle worm does spawn on that side again. Spell tome used for crafting a bunch of tomes, but I will look into that when I'm actually... What are you? Topaz Bunny? Okay. Oh, you're actually in my path. Good. Get caught, Topaz Bunny. Probably what I'm gonna do when I get enough Topaz and Cobalt, since I can convert between them, or not Topaz and Cobalt, Palladium and Cobalt. I'm gonna convert it all into one and just do what I can with it. Then we'll go back to fighting Queen Slime. There's some armor I want to stop by and see if it's good before, once we beat a mech boss, though. I want to see how Dark Artist's armor stacks up. The one from the Old One's Army event. That was a lot of silt. Which hard mode ores do you prefer in Terraria? For you, it's cobalt, mythical, and adamantite. I don't know. I guess I don't really have a preference, which is honestly really good for how they end up in your world normally. It's thanks to the Calamity mod that I get both types, but I don't know. I don't think I have a particular answer to that. It sounds boring. I will say, if I had to pick one for early game, I like the way Cobalt looks better than Palladium. For early hard mode. But that's really the extent of the opinions I have on it. But if I have the choice, usually I go with whichever one seems to be slightly better, because it feels like Terraria does that, makes one version slightly better than the other. At least it does it with the pre-hard mode ores, it feels like. Alright. I'm gonna pop back up to the surface. See what can be done with these. You prefer adamantite because it's red and the forge looks better. BTW, think you need some for the Akram spawn. Yeah, probably do. That's a good call out, actually. I've got a lot of cobalt ore. Alright, I might just do cobalt armor. I wonder if there's anything that... Okay, but then what's palladium's options? Oh, it's classless damage, okay. Alright, let's shove that in here. Alright, so I think probably go ahead and make palladium stuff. Yeah, well, palladium... Oh, wait, hold on, I didn't check class bonuses. I actually do have class bonuses here. Cobalt actually seems to have the better... Or not class bonuses. Cobalt seems to have the better set bonus here. You think it just looks too close to copper? Yeah. That's a fair assessment. Alright, so let's make us some cobalt ore, or cobalt bars. 163 is probably enough. Wouldn't you say? Alright, so let's make cobalt hat. Cobalt breastplate, cobalt leggings, then bullet missing materials. There's no other magic stuff. No, okay. Cobalt staff and cobalt pickaxe. Ooh, I can see this being useful. Okay, anything else I want to craft from here while I'm crafting? Alloy oh. This alloy staff could be pretty nifty. Alright, let me go... Do I have a chest in any of these chests? Have I committed chestception? Yes. Okay, sandstone chest. I'm gonna put the contents of my inventory into a chest real quick. Most of them, at least. Because I need to reconsider my storage. Actually, I have an idea for what this chest is going to become. Alright. We're going to take this opportunity to rebuild what we actually technically lost during the power outage. Surprised I'm not just using magic storage. So there's two reasons for that, actually. A, I didn't think to. B, it's not a mod that I've used in my casual play. Every mod that I'm using here, I believe I've already used in casual play in some form or another. It's not necessarily like, oh, I will only use mods I've already played or whatnot, but it's just like, I saw no reason to. I'm against, it's just a common mod you hear people use. So it's a mod that some people would consider quality of life. I consider storage mods to be taking out some of one of the more important facets of a base building game. You know, coming up with effective storage solutions. Yes, magic storage might be a good, it itself might be a good storage solution. I have gotten myself in trouble over that sort over my protests against that sort of storage solution in Minecraft, for example, with my friends. So, I mean, I don't plan to start using it in Terraria. Alright. Let's make a few more stone slab walls. What I'm doing right now is basically all we lost from the power blink, though, by the way. Or the power outage. It wasn't a blink. It lasted longer than a blink. There we go. That's done. These two need to go back in there, too. Alright, so... you get why people are against it, but I can also see why people are in favor of it. This game is as huge as it is, and as an item hoarder myself, making space for all the chests can be an issue. Yeah. I do also have storage issues. That is, I come up with too many things to store. But in my mind, that's a challenge of the genre. It's something to be overcome, not to be necessarily modded away. Let me at least get two of these in here. Oh, it's a 4. Okay. Good to know, good to know. I kind of place the egg closer, could I? No. Of course I could. Then we go and place down the Codebreaker base. And a charging station. Alrighty. Oh, it was producing power cells. Okay, that's good to know. Dubious plating. Okay. There's a lot that you can make. So I think my issue with Dryden Tech, by the way, is a lot of things that are... they're very difficult to distinguish. Gatling laser. That's for jungle schematic. Okay. Oh, wow. These might actually be worth checking out. It's just annoying to do, mostly. And annoying to try to figure out what is next. Alright, so this will be... Tech, And this is wiring and stuff. There. Wiring and stuff. So now I can grab this sort of junk. This sort of junk. No, you're not included. I think you are included. You're included, you're included, you're included. You're included, you're included, you're included. I'm getting everything that is related to wiring right now. I'm gonna put it all in one chest. I don't have anything wiring related. Oh, dart traps. So that way, when I need to go wiring, all the stuff is in one place. Those two need to go back in there. Oh, still. Oh, switch is going here too. There. Oh, and pressure traps. Oh, and that goes in there. Okay. I just got an idea for an additional room down here. This is the make the base even more fleshed out part of the stream, by the way. And what I'm doing right now is I'm making a armor storage place. Because I've accrued some sets of armor, but it kind of feels like a waste to just sell them or throw them away. So and it also allows me to make this a little bit more of a square. Fill up my basement a bit. Let's go ahead and make some stone slab. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want stone slab walls. A few more. And then let's do... I need 30 stone platforms. Yeah, that's what I meant. Alrighty. So now let me come up here. Grab that. Alright, let me grab the wood out of here. And then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this topaz and make some yellow torches. That's probably enough for this. Yellow torches might not have been the best for this, but oh well. Alright. But then, we can grab that and that. And those. I didn't give this the pants. There we go. Now all the armor is dealt with in a cleaner looking way. Alright, and following that, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some boreal chests. Why boreal? Because why not? 10 boreal chests. Alright. We're just going to repeat that process for all the chests. Let me pull up the Calamity wiki real quick and see what all is crafted with the static refiner and see if I'm done with that. Because I'd like to be, but yeah, I'm done with that for now at least. So I can just leave this up here. Alright. So now I do have a curiosity. Yeah, no, those can't be placed there. But let's see if... How big is this? 11. Let me grab out... all of those. Interesting. So, possessed armor was getting through the lava. Because the pit is not high enough. Okay, okay. For now, okay. For now, that should protect us. Alright. Pre-hard mode ores. Let's deposit all. Let me call it. That's all. Alright. Hard mode metal would be the next one. Let's hold on. Building will more accurately describe what I want in here. And I do need to cull some of the stuff here and move it to more relevant places. Next, miscellaneous pre-hard mode. Actually put this Wolfram stuff on a thing down here. Except for that, that. Okay, that should be good. Oh. Oops. Oops. There it is. All right. Let me grab out these stone walls from the building chest real quick. Alright, so that's gonna be alchemy. Those and these can go in alchemy. I know fishing is not alchemy, but the pearls are, and I don't really have anywhere else for the worms. I wonder if I could access a chest from over there, from that distance. I guess there's really only one way to find out. I'm gonna put a chest down for equipables and tools. Need another boreal chest though. Where'd they go? There they are. There. So now I can't access it, but it's fine. Because it's fine. Now, building, I can pull this out. These probably just sell, honestly. Okay, I've already done basically everything I'm going to do with gravestones, so there's no point to keeping more. Alright, boss materials, meaning stuff that literally only drops from bosses. Alright. And there's gonna be some of that in here. Sea remains. Didn't they come from the clam? Or something like that? No, they came from the Desert Scourge, didn't they? No, no. Actually, they do technically count. Alright. Good to know, good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and put all those in there too, in this. Just for funsies and to get it out of my hair. Over here, okay. Now, this chest here I'll name it unused furniture. I'll put the angel statues in there too. I'm gonna sell those giant pearls as well. Oh, actually these buckets can go in the tools. I'll count that as furniture. Guys. I don't think dyes typically deserve their own chest. It's just they don't fit with anything else. Let me put these torches in the unused furniture chest. And actually, same for these yellow torches. I'll put these extra chests in here too. The planter boxes can go in furniture as well as these torches. All good. I'm not doing good content stuff right now. I'm just making... I'm trying to organize. Emphasis on trying. Evil / hallow. Make a chest for that. We might need to split them into 2 chests eventually, but this, which I simply do not know where to put. There, in an unmarked chest. Card mode, shove that in there. Card mode metal. Beeps. Alright. Alright, let us go. So I'm gonna pop over to the desert and kind of mow down this hill right here. Get it battle worthy so that I can actually have a successful Queen Slime fight. In order to do so, I'm going to bring my boom shurikens and my gelatin crystal. So yeah, let's go. Alright. Oop, died. Oop, not what I meant to do. See, I'm always cursed with, like, the worst hollow biomes. I never get a half-decent hollow biome. At least not in its initial spread. Like, I get normal-ish corruption, crimson, whatnot, wherever the world evil is, right? But the Hollow never wants to work for me. I'm getting mugged, but that's probably my fault for coming here during the night. Oh, that is a prismatic lace swing. This is very early for me to be getting a prismatic lace swing. I do not believe I am ready for the Empress of Light, though. That's probably still a ways off. I also got a blessed apple? Fun fact, the Drunk Princess used to sell those. Yeah, and then got removed. Alright, so I'm going to clean up the ground here with some pearl stone. The butterfly, yeah. Okay, we don't need to do that part before beating the queen slime. Oh, I should have let my health regenerate. Oh, clicked off by accident. I'm so glad the Midnight is leveled up this much. I'm so glad that they let me get wings before hard mode. There's a lot of things I'm glad about right now. It's like it's Thanksgiving. Well, she is now in her second phase. Keep clicking off. Oh, that was a close dodge. Okay, that's a kill. Let's head back to spawn. Put everything up. Alright, we got one piece of the Crystal Assassin. Yeah, very productive stream. We're getting 2 things done. Ooh, Blade Staff. Blade Staff is nice. Wait a minute, did I get Crystal Assassin pants and a torso from the same thing? Huh! Nice. I don't think that's supposed to happen, but I will accept it gladly. And I got a Hallowed Key. That is just crazy. That was a very, very productive boss fight just then. Let's equip the Blessed Apple. Maybe. Yes. Let's equip the Blessed Apple. Did she not drop a lore piece? No, she did not. If I'm correct, green slime can be crafted with her trophy. Okay, I have to beat her again anyways for the megaphone. Sorry, I gotta beat her again for the whatchamacallit? Other Crystal Assassin armor piece. That's probably too many stone platforms, but it's fine. The more the merrier, right? Let's see, how many shroom did I leave? 5 for that one, so. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I noticed that. I think that's who I believed it was from my reading of them. Because I did go through reading them. Now, real quick, let me see. Oh, wow. That is not the first one it thinks I need to do. Let me tell it I've completed Torch God just so it'll show me what it thinks I need to do. No. Don't do that when it gets to it. Okay, Cryogen's actually next. How do I get another one of those chests? Where's the chest I want? Dynasty chest would do it, I think, but... Or is it called lockbox? Why aren't you letting me? It's not letting me type. Let me type that. Why can't I type a B? I gotta figure out what this box is even called. Actually, I think if I clear the name... Nope. I forgot what this type of box is called. Maybe I can pull it up through that, yeah. No? Actually, hold on. It's Orchid Mine Shift. Miner's Lock. Oh, you can't craft Miner's Lockbox? Okay. I wonder if the... Okay, no, I'm just gonna... Looks like I gave it the same amount of room you would any other. Okay, so... Kings? No, we start with Awakening, then King Slime, then Desert Scourge, Clam, Lepus, Eye of Cthulhu. pieces. And spawners. The ones I did. Just those four. Scourge. Okay, that goes there. The clam doesn't have a spawner. Okay. Then it's crab. Oh, crab villains before break. Oops. Actually, let me check the events. Okay, then Blood Moon, Acid Rain. Okay, so that's that row completed. Evil. Kobolds. Queen Bee, Skeletron, Turgor. Deerclop, Slime God, Wall Flesh. Okay, no, don't count for that. Let me go grab this voodoo doll into a suspicious skull. And let me craft these voodoo dolls into guide doll and match kits. Alrighty. So lore chapter 2 will be that. Don't know where Prismatic Lightswing goes with that again. Alright. So let's teleport back to the desert and let's kill Queen Slime once more. Now using her summon. Get over here. The summons from the Blade Staff, in my experience, are a lot more reliable than some of the other summons. Especially because they return to you when they stop targeting things. But until then, they kind of just shred. And that's her lore item. Good. And we got the mask, so we are happy. So the Crystal Assassin armor is basically just some classless armor, but I think it should allow me an easier time fighting the twins, which... Do we actually get a twins fight in here before we finish up for the night? We might. We might. Isn't Cryogen next on... You're right about that. Cryogen is next on the list. Thank you for reminding me. So, let's just see. She didn't have anything else we cared about, did she? No. So, Cryogen. Alright, I need to get some Souls of Night, but I can get that from the altars. And I need Essence of Elysium. So I guess we're gonna run over to the tundra. We're gonna be using, we're gonna be doing it manually because I'm gonna pop over into the corruption, get some Souls of Night. Since you can get them from altars in Calamity, might as well. I mean, it's easier than farming, like, the actual intended way in vanilla. And before you're like, why are you breaking all the altars? You don't need to do that. I have a crafting station which is equivalent to an altar. So, no worries there. Let's see, Souls of Night. They're using a lot, right? Yeah. Including the Spirit Flame. Okay, let me pop back up. I'm gonna do it the marginally quicker way of doing this and then this. If I'm correct, Essence of Elysium is from Underground Tundra, right? You do actually have a quick access to the Underground Tundra, so it'll be really convenient if that was the case. And I need how many? 8. Oh, and that was a shimmer trap. I guess we'll investigate that later. Because for now, we're just going really far down outside of the range of the astral infection, apparently. Nothing that really gives me... that sparks joy. Okay. If it works how I think it does, then this should actually be sufficient. It does not seem that it works the same unless I was just really unfortunate there. What does Essence of Elysium drop from? Am I right about what I thought? The Essence of Elysium. Oh, only certain ice-related enemies. Okay. So where can you get it? Dropped by. Well, cryogen, obviously. Alright. Ice spatulas. No. Ooh, but ice mermen are. Icy mermen, I believe. Yeah. Yep, alright. Ooh, and there's 2 more for you. Y'all have a 100% chance to drop it. Die. We might end up spending the rest of the time on the stream just trying to find Essence of Aleum. Or Aleum. Ooh, Ice Clasper is one of those that drops. Yes. Only one, though. We've got half the essence we need. Ooh, there's an Ice Elemental. He'll drop another one. Yes. And we've found the Astral Infection again. I don't need to kill him. Rhymehounds don't drop the essence until after Cryogen is defeated. This has been your favorite Calamity stream thus far? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I may not be good at streaming, but I like to hear when people like my streams. Alright, shove that and that in there. I'm going to count this as evil. Trash that. Okay. Unused furnitures. Yeah, no. Alright, so then if I grab out the, what is it, 50 ice, I believe I will have, ooh, can I make up the 6 ice I need with this? Don't you just love it when things work out perfectly? Because I believe that tracks, where is, yes, Cryo Key. Alright. In the hopes that it will end up being short, let's fight Cryogen. I believe that my arena should still be valid as it is technically in the Tundra. Ooh, that was a melee attack I was not expecting. It's been a while since I fought Cryogen, so... But he does seem to be on the easier side of bosses. Ah, okay. That damage over time debuff is not nice to me. But that was good knowledge. Good knowledge. And I think I'm gonna pop over to get that money I dropped, but that's probably gonna be where the stream ends for tonight. Next time, we will beat Cryogen. We'll get ready for the mechanical bosses. But we're going to do some housing before we do either of those. So, I hope you guys will come check it out next time. And until then, farewell.